Hello. Hello, welcome to day 66 of this 100 days of transmissions. And a special day because I'm getting excited about the numbers again. It's really nice to be back, first of all. I've noticed how different it is now that I'm coming and joining always every single time when it feels right, when it's aligned, when it's a yes to being here. Yeah, it's so different in the feeling of it. And so I trust that you'll receive that in the energy of the transmission as well. And today, so getting excited about numbers again. It's a while since I've had an excited numbers day. But today being day 66 of the series. And when you add 6 and 6, obviously you get 12. When you add the 1 and the 2, you get 3. 3 being a special number anyway in the spiritual world, but also one of my favorite numbers. So very excited that it's a 3-day today. I have no doubt that 12 has significance too. I don't know what 12 means, but I was very excited to see that it adds down to a 3. And then as I was typing 15th of May for the day of it, it's like, 15. In fact, there was something caught my eye about that. I don't know why. Anyway, it did. I was made to stop. And I thought 15th of May, what's the relevance? And then clocked, 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. So we've got day 66 on the 15th, which adds to a 6 as well. So lots of lovely synchronicity with numbers today. Anyway, back to the theme for today. It is soft focus. What came to mind actually when this theme came up was a visual of an elderly lady in a care home being looked after by people, but the whole thing was as if it was behind a film of opaqueness. It was like soft focus on the lens, or like there was mist over the lens or something. And there were a couple of messages that came up alongside this theme of soft focus. So one was around being okay with not knowing. So when we think we know, that could be described as having quite a hard focus on the world. So, well, I know I'm right. It's like this, they're like that, I'm like this. It's quite rigid and fixed and definite and not actually very truthful. Because if something is like this in this moment, it doesn't mean it's going to be like this in the next moment. And it doesn't mean it's going to be like this with every single person that experiences it. There's so much fluidity and change in this thing we call the world. And so one angle of this message of soft focus was about softening that focus on yourself, on others, on situations, softening out of the idea that I know and I'm right. So settling out of this seeming definiteness into that softer focus. And the other aspect of this message, which is very closely aligned and kind of like follows on from that recognition, is the soft focus of compassion. So when we actually drop out of those ideas of definite and rigidity and fixedness and I know and I'm right and I'm certain, when we drop out of that into this soft focus of being with the fluidity as it is, we naturally experience compassion. It's the inevitability of dropping out of a fixed mind back into the feeling of ourself, which inevitably it just means that naturally there is compassion there. There is more understanding. There's more love. And so, this feeds into the second aspect of this message of soft focus, which is about then, therefore, seeing the world with compassion as compassion, seeing it all with love through love. And so, like the fact that, we use soft focus in romantic movies or in the loving scene, it's so correlated with the fact that it is an experience of love to be in that space of soft focus, and which doesn't mean we become ineffective. So perhaps because of its association with romantic movies and those photographs, cheesy loving photographs, perhaps we've come to associate soft focus with with kind of mushy and lovey-dovey, and perhaps it's been categorized in a kind of dismissive way, whereas actually soft focus and seeing the world with that soft focus as compassion has you be way more effective, way more impactful than if you stay in that imagined fixed world of fixedness and I know and I'm right. As we come into that soft focus and come into that experience of compassion, weirdly, we become even better at at requesting what we want, or at stating what we need, or explaining requirements and consequences, as well as being loving and understanding and being in connection with people. It's both. Like we don't throw away our clarity when we step into not knowing. The complete opposite. We increase our capacity and our effectiveness when we start from the soft focus of not knowing, because that's already how it is. We already don't know what's going on or what's going to happen next. We already don't really know who we are at the character level. We have so many different facets and aspects and character and personality, and so many different things can arise. We already don't know what the next thing is we're going to think or say. We already don't know. So actually to start from soft focus is to come into alignment with how it already is. So that's what today's transmission is supporting. This recognition of soft focus, of not knowing, of being comfortable with that not knowing, of seeing that soft focus, the dropping of the idea that I'm right and I know, is the space of compassion, is the space of opening into connection with life and others as they are, is the space of acting with greater clarity, greater impact, greater effectiveness in whatever it is you're doing. So, yeah, I'm excited for this next 15 minutes to see what comes through. So, if you'd like to join me, get yourself comfortable, ready to receive. Get myself comfortable too on my chair. I don't know if you can hear all that clanking and rattling around. So we'll have our 15 minutes together. The gong will sound at the end to let you know that we're done. And I will just have a little farewell as we close there. But if you can stay and rest in the energies, then do that. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I shall see you again soon for day 67, whatever that brings. Lots of love. Thank you for joining. Much love.